Welcome back once again, Spazites, to part 2 of my LGEX God Ginrai video review. Today we have the Godbomber, renamed Apex Armor in the United States for the commemorative release. We did not actually get this mold or the mold of Ginrai in the background there. They actually changed up the feet so that the Godbomber armor could be towed behind him like a trailer, and so that the armor itself could connect to his feet in robot mode for the armored up edition of this. Now, this is really cool. This is basically, it looks kind of small here like this, but it is kind of tall. This is basically a second leader class figure. I think he's only a little bit smaller than Optimus Prime. We will do a comparison in robot mode to how different they look. Yeah, it's really cool. You can seat 3 Titan Masters in here because I have the special edition. We have Cab, Minerva, and I think his name is just supposed to be Apex. I'm not sure what the other figure's name is for this. You know what? Let me look it up. I'm going to do a quick cut. I'll be right back. Okay, so because of the Japanese naming scheme, the headmaster is actually the character's name. So Ginrai is the head of Super Ginrai. Now in America, let me actually point at what I'm looking at. In America, Power Master Optimus Prime was a character, and then he was binary bonded with his Power Master compartment, which I can't remember what his Power Master's name was. I forgot to look while I was reading about Godbomber. But his component had its own name, but in Japan, the component was Ginrai. And when the component was in the chest in big robot mode, he was Super Ginrai. So, anyway, let's go back to Godbomber. We have, I do want to get the 3rd Headmaster Jr., Go Shooter, who is not with this set, but he is available with the Wheelie Legends figure. So, the Japanese release of Titan's Return Wheelie. You see these little nubs here. That's where the back of the feet for the headmasters pop into place. This, I believe, is Minerva. This, I believe, is, what did I say his name was? Cap? I think it's Cap. Cap, Minerva, and then Go Shooter I do not have. But we also have a more G1 accurate Optimus Prime right here. Now he actually looks like the head of our current Super Ginrai, but smaller. Let me grab the other headmaster out of the helmet here, and you can see the difference in the two. See, we've got like a full-size Optimus Prime head here, whereas here we just have a face without a face shield on it. The full-size Optimus Prime head does not look as good under the helmet as Ginrai does. You can barely even see him under there. His head is so small, but I think it's because he's designed for a Transformer without a helmet. So we'll put that one back for now. Put that head back in its place and cover up with the helmet. And go back to the Godbomber. So, this little compartment has a little clip. I think it's just a friction that goes right there. It just holds it in with friction right here on the roof of this right there. With friction, you've got your big old missile that unfortunately just sits when these two little slots here sit on those 2 little tabs right there. it doesn't really clip in or hold into place very well, unfortunately. This is really neat because it, let's see, it opens up so that a headmaster can sit inside it. I know it's got these two pegs here so a headmaster can stand on it. I think I need to take, this is the helmet for Godbomber. And then once you take that off, I believe this, I had it open, I thought. Come on, open up. I don't want to break it. Well, I don't know what's going on here. I thought that opened up, but a headmaster, a godmaster, whatever the heck they're called, can stand on top of this with the two little holes in his feet. He can clip on there and shoot the gun. I could have sworn there's supposed to be a place to sit here. All this comes apart and turns into a sword for Godbomber to wield, or God Ginrai to wield. Let me look at the instructions really quick. I don't want to break anything. I paid a pretty penny for this. So let me flip through the instructions here, and let me see really quick how this interacts with our figure. Okay, where's the sword? Okay, I know about those guns. Those guns are from Ginrai. I think I showed that already. Where is the sword? Yeah, I do not see where the sword... Yeah, okay, that flips up. Okay, I see that. I think it's supposed to be in robot mode, though. So once it's all taken apart, this top part does flip up, and you can sit a Godmaster in there. Or Headmaster, whatever we're calling them. So anyway, this comes apart, makes a sword. We'll look at that more closely in robot mode. This actually, the helmet gets stored right here, so that it's all one piece in vehicle mode, or alt mode, whatever you want to call it. Now there is a scene in this little comic that it comes with of Super Ginrai riding the Godbomber. Where is it? There it is. Super Ginrai riding the Godbomber, which just looks funny. But that's how it is. You do have the little piece, I think I showed in the last video. This flips out and goes between the folded up feet or legs of God Ginrai, which unfortunately it does not hold very tight, which I stated before in the previous video. You can fold these down to give Godbomber a flight mode so that, you know, Ginrai can hold on to him and fly him. So anyway, I think that's about it for this. There's no other features in the trailer. It's all parts put together that you take apart to form the larger robot. So yeah, you do have some extra plugs here for weapons if you want to deck him out with Ginrai's guns and just make him a super duper weapon heavy character, which is cool. I will not complain about that. And then Ginrai still has those two guns on top of him that you can plug in here. So you can just totally kit this out with all the weapons. He could truly be a Godbomber. But yeah, let's go ahead and take him apart and transform him into his robot mode. And yeah, we'll be right back after a quick cut. So thanks. Alright, here is a Godbomber, aka Apex Armor, or Apex, in his robot mode. Now I save the actual head-on moment for the, you know, the last thing I do. I did want to go into this first. We have, you build this sword. This part, which is the hilt and the crossguard of the sword, are right here. They pop out from underneath the gun. The sword itself is stored right there, also underneath the gun. Take those out. combine the two like this. And then boom, you slide that through his hand, put that back on the bottom, and there now his sword gets held in place, which is really cool. I did find out that all I had to do was remove the helmet, and this does pop up, just not that easy. It's not that hard, but it's not that easy either. So you can pop that up, throw a Titan Master, what is it, down here? No, I think it's just back here. You put the legs in the holes there, and then there's our Titan Master driving around the big shoulder cannon for Godbomber. The shoulder cannon goes up here on one of these points. We do have a point over here. He's got a port right here and ports on his arms. So theoretically, he could hold also ports on the sides of these fins right here that also pop out and have guns on either of his... Unfortunately, the pegs are not the greatest on him, and I had heard that might be the case. So I went into this optimistically. And, well, can't win them all. But anyway, whoops. Oh, man. Okay, put that back in there. Sword through the hand. Maybe. Get in there. Boom. Sword doesn't want to stay together either. That's unfortunate. There we go. Sword. And then we do have our extra Titan Masters here. Our Headmaster triplets, or Headmaster juniors. Put this. I did have the wrong head. This is more accurate to his character, or his drone portrayal, because I believe he was just a drone in the Japanese continuity of this. And that face is more accurate to his drone. Plus, that would have looked silly to have the little Optimus Prime head under this mask. Now, I believe his wings stay back like that in this mode, but they can flip out so that he can fly. They can probably even tilt up like that above his shoulders so that he could do like a hovering flying technique, which is pretty cool. I think, yeah, this still opens in the back, so if you don't want to lose them, you can put your extra headmasters back there for him to ride in him. Plus, if they're operating anything, it looks like he's got little missile pods right here on the sides, so they can shoot from behind if necessary for him to, you know, just go bonkers up in the sky, flying around. So, yeah. Let me move him over. He is kind of a chunky boy. And, oh, another cool thing is that his legs right here are on generic Combiner Wars Unite Warriors things. So you can put any two Combiner Wars characters on, make them as his legs, which is really cool. I think that is just so neat that they used that into other things. Actually, whoops, oh man, I dropped the sword. That's okay. His hands are actually articulated. He's got an articulated thumb on a ball joint, and then his fingers are all one piece. Let me pick up my sword. Okay, I picked that up off the floor. I think I'm just going to leave that out of his hand for now, since it's so wobbly and whatnot. Anyway, he's a cool figure. He doesn't really have a lot of posability. I'd love to see an updated version of him with today's articulation, with the ankle tilt, and maybe streamline him just a little bit so that he's not quite so clunky, and maybe with better tabs. The tabs on his shoulders do keep coming off with too much fiddling, so that's a little bit of a disappointment. He also has these giant open forearms that are just insane. Oh, He is just supposed to be a drone of Optimus Prime, though, so... Or, I'm sorry, Super Ginrai. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That isn't it. Stay tuned, because he has a base mode to go along with Ginrai's base mode. So we're going to go over that. And then that'll be it for this episode. And then for our final video, we will do the combined version of God Ginrai. So, yeah. After another quick cut, we will be right back with our base mode. So, yeah, stay tuned. Okay, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, considering all I had to do was remove these from the underside and clip them onto these, just tweaking the feet a little bit. And here is the base mode. It is quite fidgety, unfortunately. I do have one guy manning our big cannon here. You've got little pegs here and here that people can stand in. And then also on either side of the feet, it appears that there is a seat right here. There's a little, tab right there that the back of the Titan Master can go in. And, I don't know, it just looks like a good seat there. These are guns, obviously, as well. So this is just... Like I said, you can add Optimus Prime's weapons. I'm sorry. Not Optimus Prime. But the other guy. Ginrai. You can add Ginrai's weapons to these holes right here. Or, let's see, there's two pegs right here that look like they might hold a weapon if you really try. And then there's pegs on the sides here that can hold weapons. And then, as with before, and I'm not sure if I showed this. Oh, come on. Ginrai's two rifles go together to become yet another seat for a dude. At least that's what it looks like. And then this can plug into the side here, or plug in here like this and just be a massive gun here that can be controlled from this seat. Any number of things. His two shoulder cannons can hold Titan Masters as well, so those can go here, or here like this with this clip. Where's the hole? Right there. Stuff like that. There's just so much you can do with this little base mode. Here are the two little clips that attach it to the other base modes. I'm not going to show what the two base modes look like together, but when I get a couple more of the Titan's Return and these base former guys, some Autobots, at least I know I've got Blaster coming. I'm going to be getting Blaster soon. So, at least Blaster, and then, because I do have Soundwave and Trypticon, I think those are my only base formers. Oh no, I also have Overlord, who is a base former as well. But they're Decepticons. So when I get Blaster, I'll take some pictures. Follow me over on Instagram, #1Gizmo. And, yeah, anyway. Thanks for watching this episode, this video, whatever you want to call it, of Transformers Reviews, part 2 of God Ginrai, LGEX, Hasbro, Takara, exclusive, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I'll see everybody next time with the final part. We're going to be putting together the giant God Ginrai robot. So, yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. If you like my video, please comment down below. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. I'd really appreciate it. It'd help me grow my channel. And, yeah, I'm tired. I'm sorry. Until next time, as usual, be kind, happy hunting, and goodbye. Don't forget to wash your hands, and if you go out, please be safe. Bye, everybody.